Shalom Vach, everybody. This week's Parsha is Parshat Eikev. This is saying that if you listen, Eikev is saying, because you listen to the laws that Hashem commands you and you guard them, Hashem will guard the covenant and the kindness that He has sworn to your fathers. He'll love you, He'll bless you, He'll multiply you. Everything will be good. You'll be blessed from all the peoples. Nothing bad will happen to you. He will remove sickness from you, illness from you. He's talking to the people that are entering the land of Israel. He says, you will consume all of them. You're going to conquer all of those nations. And don't forget all the miracles that you saw. Because if you forget, that makes you forget God. Moses talks to them about the man. The man was this special food that they received in the desert. And he says, why did Hashem give you this food? To show you that really, we're not really being sustained by food. We're being sustained by the energy of God that is inside the food. That was the lesson of this man. The man was there to teach us that we have to rely on God. He says the verse, and you will eat and be satisfied and bless the Lord for the good land that He's given you. This is where we learn about the mitzvah of Birkat HaMazon, blessing Hashem after our meals. It also, in a few verses before this, he speaks about the land of Israel being the land of wheat, barley, figs, and pomegranates and grapes. A land of oil, that's olives, and honey, which he's referring to dates. That's what we know about the 7 species of Israel. Then he says, back to that theme of not forgetting God. We're that not to forget Hashem. We won't keep His commandments, God forbid. Because he says, if we eat and we're satisfied and we'll build good houses and we live in them, and everything increases, we become wealthy, our gold and silver increases. He says, the heart becomes haughty. The word in Hebrew is veram levavecha. You'll forget Hashem your God who has took you out of the land of Egypt. And that's such a big thing, not forgetting God. He says, what will we say? That you will say to yourself, my strength and the might of my hand has accumulated this wealth for me. He says, remember Hashem. Hashem gives us the strength to make us wealthy because He wants to establish the covenant. Then he says another beautiful verse. It says, now Israel, what does Hashem your God ask of you? Only to fear God, to walk in all His ways and to love Him and to worship God with all your heart and all your soul, to keep the commandments which I command you today. So it says, that's all. It says, and now Israel, the only thing I ask of you, only to fear God. Is it such a small thing, the Talmud asks? So it says, yes, for Moses it's a small thing. To fear God for Moses is a small thing. And that's the answer of the Talmud. Seemingly it's not such a great answer. He's talking to Israel, not just to Moses. So how does the Talmud answer? Yes, for Moses it's a small thing only to fear God. The answer on the deeper aspects of Torah says is that we all have a part of Moses inside of us. We all have that deep part of our soul. And when we can connect with that deep part of our soul, so then it's not a big deal to fear God. And fear God doesn't just mean fearing punishment. It means having awe of God, that we don't want to separate from God. There's love and awe. They're both the wings that carry us in our relationship with God. And then he says you should circumcise the foreskin of your heart, the blockage of your heart, and we should not be stiff-necked. It says a beautiful commandment of loving the convert, that we were strangers in Egypt, so that's why we have to give extra love to convert. Then one of the most famous lines is that he says, the land I'm bringing you to is not like the land of Egypt, where in Egypt you took water from the Nile River. The land of Israel is a land of mountains and valleys, which gets waters from the rain of the heaven. And it says, a land which Hashem your God is always looking after. The eyes of Hashem your God are always upon it from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. This is talking about the importance of Israel and how Israel really is giving energy to all of the other lands of the earth. And that's why you see it's this small land, and it's one of the most contentious lands upon the earth. It's so small you don't even see it on the map, and everyone wants it. That is the power of Israel. This is also teaching us about Rosh Hashanah, that every year in Rosh Hashanah, the energy of that entire year is being drawn down in Rosh Hashanah. So like the head of the year, just like the head kind of includes the energy of all the body, so too in Rosh Hashanah, we're being blessed for the whole year. So may God bless you all. Shabbat Shalom Umevorach.